Hey guys, hope that you're doing fantastic. So if you're returning, welcome back. And those of you who are brand spanking new, I just get on my channel any old way. And I've been up for a very, very, very long time today, and I'm really winding down. But welcome to you. I do tarot, obviously, on this channel, and I read maybe a little differently than other people. I could come across churchy. I'm not churchy at all. I'm very free in my spirituality, and I just do all kinds of stuff. I just let the spirit speak any way it wants to. I use the tarot. I use the I'm so tired. I use the tarot. I use the runes, homemade decks, the scripture, whatever Jehovah wants, Jehovah gets. All right, and He is my Yeshua, my salvation, and my prophecy. And He's a God of war, and He allows me to feel that stuff. And sometimes real hard on me, especially when it's hitting home. And He's allowing me to really know some deep truth. I've just learned to just say whatever. I just go with it, cry it out. Even last night, so like I said, those of you who are new, I just get on here and chit chat because I don't have anybody to talk to because somebody did something on purpose to me, and so here I am. But that doesn't stop me from continuing to work for the Most High, because He's the one that's in control of my life. I started to say something and it left me, but kind of really what I want to get to, so let me just get to it. I'm on here to chit chat because I did some combination readings today, and there were some things that was really going off in my spirit about that. Now, I talk about my past, and maybe some people don't like that, because some people that's connected to me is family or ex-friends or in-laws. I don't care. If it helps somebody else on a wider scale, it's profitable. People who go into churches and stuff like that, and people get up behind those pulpits and they give their testimony, and people are getting blessed by that, and they're mature to listen to somebody else's story about somebody that they're speaking about, that they're giving an account about where they're now at, and they're free. I guess it's okay for people sitting there to watch that, but when it happens like one-on-one or something like that to other people, then people have a freaking cow about it because of pride and ego and whatever. None of us is not ever not fallen down, and we have a choice at either working through something and getting up and marching on, or you just prove who you are. You really just prove who you are. Actually, Christ said that a prophet isn't accepted in his own hometown or his own home or something like that, his household. And that's so true. That's so true. And so I just learned to just get up and say, whatever you want me to say, I'm going to say it. I don't care who don't like it. There have been times that I've gotten, into situations I didn't like what I've heard people say. But if it's the truth, I've learned to grow within that and go, well, if it's the truth, it's truth. And this is why it's so important for you and I to walk the truth all the time, so that we can stay clear of stuff. Okay. At the same time, we also learn from that place when we fall down, and it makes us mature. It really makes us mature. But so what I'm fixing to say might tick some people off, but the truth is the truth is the truth. Okay. So I went back and I was listening to so first of all, this morning I got on camera and did a reading. It was so profound, and it was just like, oh my God, it was just a rush coming through me. And I tried several times to do a couple of readings, and I was just, the anger. It was like, oh my God, I can't, those of you who watch offline, you experienced it. It was like, try being the person that's experiencing it. I literally, because I exploded like a volcano. It was just like the spirit of the living Elohim would just, that's how He was feeling. And, I literally just had to go, and I went to go get dressed, and I had been up since like 3 a.m. or within the 3 o'clock hour or whatever, and because the night before I was just bawling my eyeballs. I was just feeling the energy, the rush anyway, and just feeling such a grieving in my spirit. And so I was, things were literally in my spirit coming to the surface. And it really showed it forth in the first reading that I did, which was showing personal information about my life and other people's life, because you and I are part of Soul Group. And you just have to go back and watch that video, and I'm not going to get into it. But I literally had to just step away today, this morning, and went and took my shower, and I just sat there and stood there in the shower and just like, oh my God, I just, the energy was just, I was just like, God, why do you even let me live? Why am I still here? I'm so oppressed, and yet I know that I'm clear on the inside of my spirit, and I'm holy unto you, and I desire for truth and forgiveness, and to extend that over and over, even in my moments of fine, if you want to be that type of stuff. And I literally can find the divine himself in Scripture, even experiencing that same thing, and stating how he would keep putting his arm out and keep putting his hand out and and yet people still just turn away. And he's allowed me to literally experience that stuff, and it grieves me for the divine, because it's hurtful. It's hurtful. And, he talked about how David was a man after his own heart. And so when we're chasing after the divine's heart, he literally allows us to feel what he feels, because his spirit is within us. And we it's just huge. But anyway, let me get back, because I'm getting a little sidetracked, because I really am tired. But there was something that came to my remembrance. I've actually shared it on my channel before. And several years ago, I had a dream that I've shared maybe a couple of different times on this channel, that the person that I was with, I won't go through the dream, but there was something in that dream where the divine had spoken to me that the person was twice dead. Now, I don't give a rip about this person, because they're already gone. They already gone. I tried to have a conversation with this person even last night, and I ended up blocking him. But I still just got off my chest what I need to get off, because I know there's been a lot of wickedness from that energy, from that person who sold their soul, and they're gone. That's why I'm a widow. I really am a widow from this person. They're gone. And legally so, and really, and I've already stated as well, and I thought I was married to this person. I wasn't, because neither one of us ever even signed the marriage contract. And so talk about the divine, when he said, you're protected, baby girl. He really meant it. He's proven things to me over and over and over. It's just that people look at things differently in this realm. And the most he don't look at things like we do. Okay? Until we can get in the spirit and see things the way the divine does, then and only then will people get out of their stupid little pettiness. Okay? Because he don't think like us. Okay? His ways are not our ways. They're higher than our ways. Okay? We just got to trust him. But that reading, that one of the combo readings that I read for today, my energy, it was the air and the earth reading. And I have heavy air I have air in my chart, because the ninth house has all four of the elements. I can be safe and watch all four, any kind of element, and find myself there just as much as you can. But I really find it there, and plus I'm the one reading the cards as well. And things hit home in different ways for me. And I really step outside of stuff when I am reading and just looking at the energy and what I'm feeling. Okay, but it still is hitting home, because I am part of a soul group as well. But he's got air in his chart. I got earth in my chart in some placements. And that energy, I had stated on that video, had been going back and forth for so long. And it's just like I had a wake-up call and go, oh, well, that really freaking makes sense now. Putting two and two together, But the twice dead card actually came out, and the divine had already shared with me a long time ago that had already occurred. And somebody had done something on purpose. I don't know if it was on that reading. I think it was the fire and water reading. And that's also a combination that he and I had as well. And there's something that one of my children had shared also with me in one of those readings about, I think it was on the combination reading of They Did It on Purpose, and the mountains were there. And my son had stated that he went to the mountains and it was storming. And he was just in a lot of pain because he was trying to put the tent up and stuff like that. And the family had went to, I think they went to Tennessee, is what they stated. It's amazing to me how profound the divine will speak about something and bring some energy out, and how it really does, how I've taught, how it will express itself for different people in different ways, because the whole rain thing that came out went back to music. And many of you know that I've spoken about how I wrote a song about the rain. At the same time, it was hitting me in that that aspect. I think this is the word we use anyway, and also touching me where my son had also shared to me about the mountains, and the mountains were there, and his rain experience. And so you talk about the divine really just revealing, and I won't tell everything that the divine revealed to me, but I know that there were some things that took place out there that was on purpose, because the divine don't lie. And that reading was so profound. All the readings today were very profound. I deleted a few readings because I absolutely just exploded in a couple of readings, because that's just how the divine's just sick of just the sickness in the earth itself that's taking place. But I just wanted to get on here and touch on the fact that we really are people dealing with twice dead people. And it's really time to get up now and just wipe our feet. And some of these people are family members. And I had to get on here and I spoke some really tough things today, even about my own children. At the same time, and I know that now that's a lot of my grieving that I was feeling on the inside, just like a real deep death. And I've grieved for the last 3 years. At the same time, like I said, I've learned how to grieve and get it out and vent and get up and move on. And it keeps, I mean, we got people that are so, they have held grudges for years and just kept piling stuff down and just shoving it down and shoving it down and shoving it down. I've learned just get it out. As unpleasant as it may sound or feel at times, I feel better once I just get it out. It's like one of those pressure things. You just let it go when it needs to, and then get up and move on. For me, it works that way. I just lost my train of thought. I'm so tired, y'all. I am. I'm really tired. My energy flow is just something else. And yet I might get on here. I'm thinking about doing one more combo reading. I'm feeling in my spirit I may do that. But anyway, there's a lot of things that I know, but I don't know. I hope that makes sense. There's a lot of things that the divine will show me, and it's like, oh my God, it's hit me in such a way, and it's just like, I knew it, but at the same time, I don't know every detail about things that have taken place, but yet I know it. I hope that makes sense. I know, but I don't know. It's time for people who are dealing with those energies that I spoke about in the air and earth reading that just won't stop, and they're just going on and they're going on. It's really time to not fear them. If they had any power to kill me, they would have done it by now. And as much as I was, and I don't care whoever put me on the watchtower to see if I was worthy or not, you still could not have done that without the divine leading that. Because he's had his hand over me. Because he's had his hand over you. While you thought you were doing something. He was just setting those people up who were trying to set me up. Just like he told me, I'm going to trap those who trapped you, because it was all for his purpose. Okay? Don't say that. I'm not saying that to make anybody ticked off. I mean, the enemy's already ticked off at you and I. If you and I are standing in the truth, that's his job to be ticked off. But I'm not fazed by him. Okay, I got $8 in my account. It's been very stressful for me. At the same time, I know I am so rich. I know that I'm so rich. And I expect for somebody to pay my bills, because it's actually my money that I would actually be paying my bills with. It's not yours. Those people who've got their little paws on it and have taken my inheritance. I will not go without my rent being paid. Understand? I'm talking to the ones who think that they're going to sit there and not pay my rent. You will pay my rent. I know that you know where I live. I expect for it to be paid. I expect for there to be some money sent to my PayPal so that I can go to the grocery store and put gas in my car. I expect it because it's my money. It's not yours. Okay? You thieves and you liars, you've been caught. I know who you are. I know where you live. Okay? And the thief has been caught, and you will pay it back sevenfold is actually what the scripture says. But it's going to come back 1,000-fold to me for all the crap that you've done. Every bit of it. You will come bowing if the divine has to make you do that. And actually, that is scripture. Okay? It will come to pass. I will not be late on my rent. I will have money. Do you understand? You have no power over me, you devil. Because I take authority over you, because I have the authority to do that. I am a daughter of the Most High. And any person who's standing in the upright also has the authority to speak to the devil the same way. He's got to bend. Okay? There are things that are wrapping up now. And it's time to take these people to jail. Because I know I'm talking to upright people that are watching as much as I'm talking to the enemy that is watching. And it's time to get out of the way and give back what's mine. Okay? But anyway, to go back on what I was perceiving as I was reading was my children. My children that have been hurt. And something horrible took place out in those mountains when it rained, or something at least got started there, or something happened there. I don't know entirely, but it's time for me to know some things. Prove who you are. Prove that you're not the devil. Because if you're not the devil, you will stand up real quick and run to the mercy seat. Okay, obviously the divine's already given the word, but just like I said, I can still find in his word how he would constantly still extend mercy because his mercies are new every morning. Okay, but if you obviously, if you're in the upright, you are going to do the right thing, and you will stand up without fear on the inside and say, you know what, you're right. I have power over that thing. And I take authority over the wicked that are on my phone. Game over. I command it to be over. I command you to give every single red cent, dear, right back to me. And go straight to the pit of hell. Jehovah, rebuke you. Now you give me back what is mine right now. Right now. In Jehovah's name. He is Yeshua. And the ultimate sacrifice has already been bled out. Do you understand? And I overcome by the word of my testimony. Now you will give back every cent, and you will fix every single thing that you have broken and torn apart. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, and every tongue that rises up against me, I shall condemn it, for this is my heritage. Jehovah gave that heritage to me. I know who I am in the earth, and all of his people know who he is. All right? You're cursed if you don't do the right thing towards me. That's what the divine stated. You bless the people of the divine, then you will be blessed. Prove who you are. Devil, get under my feet. Anyway, I just wanted to, if there's any clues that people have been watching and trying to figure out the mystery of my grandchildren, or this group that's been involved in the murders and things like that, please go back and rewatch those videos and just sit and let the divine give you some answers to some things, because I got some more answers to some things after just stepping back and listening and just getting a revelation of how Spirit was flowing very expressively through those readings. Okay, I would go straight to the police, but I've already done that and been disappointed. But I also understand that the police and the FBI is already here, and you already know, and it's a disgrace if you don't move towards justice for me. It really is. You just prove that you're twice dead, and you're going to go to the judgment, and it's going to be bad for you because there's chains of darkness waiting for you unless you get up and do the right thing and be a part of the group that Jehovah states that he's going to make the officers of righteousness. Those are the kind of officers in the earth that we need to have. So prove which ones of those that you are, and those of you who are in the upright, watching other people who are in authority that have the right to put a judgment on that, but they're just sitting there really stiff, then you must take over and you must do something to that person because they're not of the Most High. The Most High is of mercy and truth, and if they're not keeping the covenant of the Most High, you know how to detect them. They're of the devil. And we expect for the right thing now to be done to the people of the Most High. Open the prison door and give us our things back. We command it right here, right now. Thanks for listening. Those of you who are in the upright, it's our time to shine. It's our time to clean up the earth in righteousness and get rid of this wicked energy that's trying to take from you and I. Shalom.